Hello, everyone. I am Fyruz Khan, and today I'm back with a new chapter, with a brand new class, and it's going to be very exciting. So I will wait for our students to join. I will wait for some viewers to join with us, and I will go ahead. In the meanwhile, you can like our Facebook page. Just type Fyruz Education Services. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Again, type in Fyruz Education Services. We have a lot of educational video and we are constantly updating. You'll find IELTS videos as well. You can also send me friend requests because I do stream live all my classes on my page as well. So, yeah, there we go. We will just wait another 20, 30 seconds for our students to join, and then we will start our class. Yeah, if you're here, just type yes. Again, I would advise you, if you want to comment on our official page, Fyrus Education Services, because there's a problem. If you comment on my personal page, I can't see the comment. I'm trying to fix it. But yeah, but it's not a problem. I mean, if you comment on my personal page, I can see it, but later, not now at this moment. So it's fine. Anyways, I will answer your question. So let's start. Let's get started with the class. Let me start by showing you a picture. So look at this picture. I really hope that most of your rooms are not like this. So it is a messy room. It is a room that is highly unorganized. But why am I showing you this picture? I'm showing you because I want to tell you some of the problems related with this room. So if you have a highly unorganized, dirty room, what happens is that it's very difficult to look for things. It's very difficult to find or search for things. Secondly, it's quite expensive and you have to do regular maintenance. Things will not be in place, things will be broken, it will be dirty. So you need regular maintenance. Low productivity. If you when you walk into the room, your energy levels will be low. You will see that the way you work, your pace will be low. You will not be able to work faster. There will be less peace with the environment. Okay, working environment is quite important in office, in factories, wherever you go. Therefore, your efficiency levels will also be low. Okay, and it is more time consuming. Whenever you want to look for things or if you want to do some things, let's say you want to find a nice black t-shirt that you've bought the other day, but it will be difficult to find here because things are just all over the place. So it is going to be more time consuming, and definitely there will be quality issues. Your things, your stuffs will get destroyed, will get damaged more quickly if you don't keep it in the right place. Just look at the t-shirts, just look at the electronics. So they will get damaged more quickly if you're not organized and if you don't keep it properly. On the other hand, let's have a look at this picture. See how organized, how clean it is. Now, if you want to find a knife from one of these drawers, it's going to be very easy. Just pull out the drawers and you will be able to find knives. If you want to find plates or glasses, you will know where it is because you have organized it in that way. Okay? So these opposite things are true for this. So it'll be easy to look out for things, low cost maintenance, because you're constantly upgrading it, you're constantly monitoring it. Okay, you're constantly maintaining it. High productivity, you will feel good, you will feel motivated, you will feel proud of your home, of your house. Okay, efficiency will be high. Sorry, it's my mistake. High efficiency. You'll be able to do things more quickly, less time consuming because you can find things quickly, you can move around, and of course, there will be no quality issue as such. Now, Why am I talking about messy rooms and organized house? It's because think about a business that is highly organized. In this picture, you can see it's a very old picture of a factory. The production line was not organized. This is a car factory, Pontiac car factory. Just look at it. It's not organized. It's dirty. They really don't know what they were doing. Okay, and factories like this will have low productivity, low efficiency. Costs will be high. You will take more time to complete your job. Okay, so there we go. So it is very important in terms of factory, in terms of production, everything needs to be very organized, very clean, very neat, tidy, less wastage. You need to have less wastage because the more waste you have, it will add to your cost. It will hamper your production, it'll hamper your product quality. Okay. Um, so improving operational efficiency is very, very important. Productivity, efficiency is important, and product quality is another important operation management. Because see, uh, efficiency and productivity has to do more with quantity. Okay, for example, let's say I'm going to produce 300 of this, and you're able to produce not 300. Let's say you're able to produce 500 of these. So you are productive, you are efficient. But the question is quality. You've produced 500 of these, you're productive, you're efficient, but does it match the necessary standard? Does it match the necessary quality? That's the question. So efficiency, productivity is there. With that, parallelly, you have to think about product quality. Have you made a good AC remote that can be used, that is safe, that is secured, that is functional? Okay, so think about it, because poor quality products are unreliable products. They're low standard, they will have issues, they will not work properly. Okay. um what do we have here? Let's see. Oh, we have a nice picture, and we have a picture of a Toyota van. Why am I showing you Toyota van? Let's see, what do we have up next? Oh, we have a nice old Toyota car. Not bad. You can see these cars on the streets of Dhaka and Bangladesh. Good. It looks a bit modified, but it's nice. Again, a nice Toyota car, but it's a taxi. Probably, if I'm not mistaken, this is New York City. Now, one thing is common in these three pictures, and that is Toyota. Now, when you talk about reliability, when you talk about operational efficiency, when you talk about lean management, when you talk about less wastage, one name is very synonymous, and that is Toyota. Toyota was the one who came with lean management. And Toyota is a Japanese company, and Japan, some sort of, they promote the Zen culture, they promote minimalism, they promote less wastage. And I'm also a believer of that. Okay. Um, so at lean production, especially JIT, just in time means I will make the product according to the order that I have. I will not make 500 remotes. I will make 500 AC remotes if I have the order. So that's JIT. So lean production came, it was invented, or it was started by Toyota after World War II in the 1930s. So they were the first one who came with lean production system. How to minimize wastage, think about product quality, how to get things done quickly, how to reduce wastage. Okay, all that stuff. Henry Ford also worked with lean management. Henry Ford, before Toyota, came up with a lot of theories, but Toyota is the one who talked about a proper lean production system, lean management system. So that is Toyota is the one who came with lean production system, and a lot of theories also was started by Toyota. Total quality management, Kaizen theory, everything started in Toyota. So Toyota is a very yes, they produce reliable cars and machines, and not only that, they could provide reliable cars and machines because of their operational efficiency and because of the invention of theories like lean production and JIT and Kaizen theory and management, because of those things as well, right? So this theory came out from Japan, Toyota. Okay, so again, some pictures here. So sorry. So on the right hand side, this is a Toyota factory. Just look at it, how beautiful it looks. It's crispy, it's clean. Okay, again, this factory out here on the top left corner, the factory seems seamless, beautiful. And below here is a Tesla factory. Tesla is a very new factory, is a new brand, and they have learned from Toyota. They have learned from the past, and see the production system has evolved, and see how beautiful it looks, comparing to this picture. Okay, so it's dirty, old, dingy factory, and it's not like that anymore. It's very happening. It's very different nowadays. There we go. So, right, let's go ahead. So, lean production means you want to produce goods, you want to produce services with with less wastage. Okay, and maintaining high quality. Okay, so you want to produce goods and services with less wastage, and you want to do it quickly. Okay, so that is lean production. So think about and of course, Japan is the one who is the leader in this, because Japan always thinks about minimalism. Japan always thinks about less wastage, producing more, less wastage, less hassle, focusing on product quality. Okay, efficient use of capacity, all of those. JIT. Think about a burger. Think about a burger. Burger has a lot of fat. Yes, burger has a lot of layers. Burger is unhealthy, but a salad is not. So lean production is like a salad, getting rid of the fat. Okay, so let's go ahead. So, how do you reduce wastage? We will have a look. There's 7 steps. How do you reduce wastage? How do you get rid of the wastage? First of all, excessive transportation of components and product, which means you don't want to move products too much here and there and here. It creates a hassle. You don't want to hold stocks. I don't want to hold 500 of these remotes if I don't have an order. So that will increase my cost. So I will understand what my orders are, and then I will make the product. Okay. I won't have too much movement of people. I won't have too many people working in one area or moving in one area. I will arrange my production line in that way. Okay. Waiting time, there'll be no waiting time. I will, let's say, arrange the production line in such a way that nobody has to wait for products. It'll be just in one continuous flow. I will not overproduce. I will just produce whatever I need. Okay, I will not overprocess. Overprocess means think about cooking chicken. You don't want to overcook your chicken. Yes? So similarly, you don't want to overprocess your product. You don't want to make a complex product that could have been designed in a simple way. I will tell you a short story. 4 months back, my TV, something happened to my TV and it was not working. So I called someone to fix my TV just for some time. And since it's COVID, I didn't go out. And they were fixing the TV at my home. And it's a Sony LED big TV. And when they, took the parts out, and Sony is a Japanese company, I was amazed to see the engineering inside. It's so clean. It just had 3 boards. And the person who was the engineer, or the technician who was fixing my TV, he said, This is called engineering. Just look at it, how beautiful it looks, and it's very simple to fix these products. And then he told me that, which phones are easy to fix. I said, which phones are easy to fix? I don't know. Tell me. And he said, iPhones are very easy to fix because it's a very simple product. It's not a complex product. So don't over process the product. Make it simple looking, nice looking product. Okay. And reduce defects as much as possible, because the more defects you have, the more time it'll consume, the more money will be entangled. There will be problem with quality standards. So these are the 7 ways how you can reduce waste in the industry. Okay, when you have excessive transportation, or 7 main sources of wastage, when you have too much of inventories, when you have too much of people moving from one place to the other, when their waiting time, when you produce more than required, when you over process the product, and when there are defects. Okay, so seven wastages in industry, right? So how can you solve this problem? So we've talked about the problems, 7 problems. So how can we solve these problems? So these problems definitely can be solved by using 3 methods. So we'll start with the first, simultaneous engineering or simultaneous engineering. Simultaneous, the word simultaneous itself means at the same time. Okay, so the old system, the old way is, okay, I will finish this and then I will do that. And after that, I'll do this. I'll do A, I'll do B, I'll do C. So it is a long process. It's a time-consuming process. This process is known as sequential. You do one after the other. This is an old orthodox way. But simultaneous means at the same time, I will do everything. That will save a lot of time. Okay, so probably you will do design, you will do market research, you'll do costing, you'll do engineering task at the same time. You're not going to wait for everyone or for other departments. You will divide your work and you will do it at the same time, and that will save you a lot of time. That will save you a ton of time. Okay, so that is simultaneous engineering. Just look at this. This is the old way, sequential engineering, where you do things one after the other. So let's say if you're manufacturing a car, let's say you're manufacturing a new car. So if you use the sequential model or sequential engineering, it's going to take you 60 to 80 months to make the car. 60 to 80 months. You can showcase your product before 31 months, like it happens in cars and electronic industry, that at one point you do have to show the product to the customers to sell the product. It's still not ready, but you just show the shell. Okay, so you can show it before 31 months, but for the whole product to complete or project to complete, it takes 60 to 80 months if you do sequential engineering, which means one after the other. You finish research, you do costing, you do design, you do engineering, and so on. That's how it goes on. But if you do simultaneous engineering, which means doing things at the same time, your project will be completed in 36 to 41 months. And you can show the appearance of the car, at least something, to your customers before 18 to 20 months. So it's reducing almost by double. Okay, so this is how you can reduce wastage. You can reduce a lot of stuff by doing things at the same time. Okay, so advantages is that it's a lot quicker, it's a lot faster, and you can be in the market more quicker than others, because sometimes it happens. For example, let's say you started designing this phone. Okay, you started designing this phone 3 years back. Now, if you don't get this phone quickly in the market, the design may get outdated. The technology may get outdated, because tech moves fast. Okay, so you want to produce the product, make the product as quick as possible. Otherwise, the technology, the design may get obsolete, and competitors will have a better chance. Okay, so the advantages of simultaneous engineering means making things at the same time, means you can do things a lot quicker. You can get the product out faster, months earlier. Okay, yeah, there you go. Because if you take a long time, competitors will make better product than you, or more updated, upgraded version of your product, and your product will be obsolete, and nobody will buy your product. Ultimately, you will have more losses, right? So that's the advantages and importance of simultaneous engineering. So there were three ways to reduce reduction. We've talked about simultaneous engineering, which is making products at the same time. Okay, do accounts, do marketing, do designing, engineering at the same time. So you can make a car very quickly, let's say in 36 to 41 months instead of 60 to 80 months, right? Now, now let's talk about cell production. Now, cell production means you have different groups. Okay, not everybody is doing everything. Now, if I'm in charge to put the screens of this phone, I will just be putting the screens of the phone. I will have a team. I will have a group of 3 people or 4 people who are just responsible in assembling the screen of this phone. There'll be other team B, who will be, let's say, putting the microphones inside this phone. There'll be team C, which will again compromise of 5 to 6 people, who will put, let's say, microchips inside this phone. So there are separate teams, separate divisions, and we all are connected with each other. Okay, so it's flowing from one end to the other in sequence, in self-contained groups, and there will be team leaders. Something like this. You have machining of components, then majoring sub-assemblies and quality checks, and then final assembly, and then you have finished goods. You'll have different teams sequenced together, and different people will work in different departments or different teams. Okay, so that is a cell production. So it contains self-contained mini production units known as cells. So this is one cell. This is the other cell. This is the third cell. Each cell which will specialize on something, like making screens, making microchips, making buttons, right? Um, so there you go, and they make that part completely, and each part may have a supervisor, or each cell may have a supervisor or a team leader, right? So that's cell production advantages. Everyone is motivated, everyone works in team. When you're constantly doing one thing, you become perfect at it. You become very good at it. Let's say I've been assembling screens for 3 years, so I will be very good at it because that's what I have been doing for a long time. It'll increase my productivity. Okay, I will be motivated because I will be working with teams. If you think about motivation chapter, Mayo Hawthorne was the first one to talk about motivation. So people will be motivated. Yes, there'll be a sense of ownership. Okay, so there you go. Um, Job rotation, and there will also be job rotation. Let's say this is the screen department, and let's say this is the microchip department. They will interchange. Why do you want to interchange? Because you want others to learn other work too. Because what happens if a worker is absent? Let's say somebody from the microchip department is absent. So I have to take over. So I should know how to do that task. So there will be job rotation as well. Okay. So that's good in a way. However, for cell production, you need a well-trained staff. You need a multi-skilled staff, means people who can work on different variety of things. You need a flexible machine, flexible workforce. Okay, so we've talked about simultaneous engineering, which means doing things at the same time. Cell production means you'll have small teams specializing on a certain thing, and they're connected with each other. They will have a team leader or a supervisor. Yeah, and there you go. The next up is we'll talk about that. Think about every day if you have to wear the same jeans. You'll be bored. Yes, the same product, the same color. You want some variety in your life. So, what are you going to do? Um, and look at this. You have a choice. Either you can choose blue or dark denim, dark blue, or black. Okay, so you have a choice. It's not boring. So flexible specialism is about that, because uh, for a long time and long time back, people just produced one product for everyone. One product, this color for everyone, and that's boring and that's not right because my need may be different. I may not like this color. I may like the black color. Then what happens? Right? So flexible specialism helps you to do that. It helps you to make different similar products, but it helps you to make a little bit difference. Let's say the fit, everything is the same, but the color is different. Okay? Because everybody has different needs, everybody has different wants. You may like blue, I may like black. There may be, this other person who may like green jeans. So we need to make products for them. So flexible specialism is about that, because you don't want to make the same product again and again. You need to, because consumer taste and needs are changing. Okay, um, so there we go. Now for flexible specialism, you need flexible employment contract. People who can work on multiple things, people who have multiple skills, and also you need multiple flexible and adaptable machinery which can make different kinds of product. So if you want to make different kinds of product for customers, you need to have flexible employment contract. You need to have flexible and adaptable machinery, machines that can make black jeans, machines that can make blue jeans, machines that can also make green color jeans. Okay, and you need to have people with different skills because they should be able to work with different colors, different fit. Okay, so that's flexible specialism. The good thing with flexible specialism is you are identifying different consumer segment, different market segment. There's a wide range. You're not just making one product for everyone. You're making three, four different kinds of product, and that spreads your risk. Okay, so that's good in a way. You're reducing your risk. Um, and it's reduced stock holdings, higher productivity. We've talked about it. Okay, so there we go. Today we will do till here. I think it was a very great class. We were able to explain some very complex concepts in a very simple way, and we finished it, before time in 30 minutes. So today I started by talking about um, uh, uh, messy rooms and clean houses, how it increases your productivity, and I related that with production line. This was a Pontiac car production line in the olden times. It was messy, it was dirty, it was not arranged. And the problem with these kind of factories is that it is you will have low productivity, low efficiency, and you will also make low quality products. Okay. Um, And we talked about Toyota because Toyota is a leader in the industry. They were the ones who brought out lean production, lean management, JIT, because Japan is an ambassador of minimalism, Zen culture. If you look at Japanese houses and how their structure looks like, it's very clean, it's very nice. That's how it is. Even Apple products are inspired by the Zen culture, and this is why it's so minimalistic. clean design. Okay. Then Toyota, we've shown you factories of Toyota and Tesla, how they have transformed the industry. Okay. We've talked about lean production. So you can think about lean production as, the normal production is like a burger. It has a lot of fat in it. And when you get rid of the fat, it's like the salad. Okay. Um, the seven different kinds of wastage are when you have excessive transportation or components moving, when you have too much of stocks build up, when you have too much of movement of people, when you have waiting time. Let's say I've made the screens, now I'm waiting for the button. You shouldn't be waiting for the button. Okay, you shouldn't be waiting for the button of the phone. The screens should be made and the button should be ready. You have to manage it like that. If you overproduce, if you make, let's say you need 500 units of phone, you've made 800 units. So that's a waste. Don't make the product complex. Make it simple. That is meant by over processing. And you don't want to have defects, because when you have defects, you have to make the product again. Okay. And how can you reduce waste? 3 ways: simultaneous, cell production, flexible specialism. Simultaneous, you will do things at the same time, doing market research, costing, designing, and production at the same time. Cell means think about different units, separate units, like this, separate units. Okay, everybody will specialize on something. And of course, you can interchange, it'll be more efficient. Okay, start to finish. And then you have flexible specialism. Not everybody wants the same thing. So you will make products according to the demand. So if I want a blue jeans, you will make a blue jeans for me, not a black jeans. Because if you make black jeans for me, I will not wear black jeans, because that's not what I want. I want a blue jeans. So you understand, you read, you do a lot of market research on what people want. Okay, flexible specialism. It can also be related to mass customization. It means the same thing, mass customization, where the product is the same, but you change it a little bit. For example, you have 3 different kinds, 3 same laptop with different configuration. The first configuration is, let's say, 16 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte of hard disk. The other is 4 and 24, and the other is, so it goes high. So different people will buy different products according to their needs. Okay. Yeah, that's that. So we've finished around 20 slides. That's good in just 30 minutes. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to put down on the comments section. I will take your questions. Do not hesitate to like our page, Facebook page, Fyruz Education Services. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Fyruz Education Services. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next class. If you have any problems, do not hesitate to discuss here. Okay. So great. Thank you. I will see you in the next one.